Let's play to create this scrapbooking layout. First, we're going to start with Chestnut Drive 2A, 2B, and we are going to place 2A on the left side on the bottom and 2B on the right side going down the side. Add a few different little personality and character with the bundle up number 5 and also the earmuffs number 1. We will be using other elements from the bundle up set here in a moment to dress it up even more. First, let's go ahead and add a little buddy for our penguin using the Build a Snowman accessory set. So if you have it, pull it out. It's so much fun to create with. And you're gonna build a little snowman. And we'll use the doodle sheet here in a moment to dress up the snowman a little bit more as well. So really quickly, I'm gonna add some photos to kind of get a feel for the page. And on the left side, we'll add 3 4x6s. And so we'll place those there. And then over on the right side, add flurry number 2 there at the top. And then we'll add a few more photos to kind of fill in those spaces, a 4x6, a 4x5, and a 3x4, and the 4x4 title card. So throwing that into the design as well. And for fun, you can add the bundle up number 3, just kind of as an accent piece, really. Kind of a floating scarf, a scarf that's out in the wind, I guess you can say. Now that we have our layout designs, you can cut a few strips out of some pattern paper to add to the design. So for the left side, you'll notice there are 2 1-inch strips, and then out of the blue pattern, there's a 1/2 inch. And then for the right side, there is 1 2-inch strip out of this pattern, and then a 1/2 inch out of the blue pattern. So really quickly, I thought we would go ahead and create a penguin together and show kind of the doodle sheets and different ways that you can, of course, use them. Now, of course, you can also add to your page some other fun and little embellishments, which on this page that Debbie created, she pulled these little snowflakes that she got from Hobby Lobby into her design, which are fun little extra touches that you can add as well. So really quickly, let's go ahead and trace out one of our penguins using just a scrap of our paper. In this case, I'm tracing it out of the black. And you will trace the full body. You don't need to cut out the belly. We're actually going to use a white piece of cardstock, trace that out, and then layer it on the top. So it's going to make it really easy. One thing I did also want to share here is, so you'll notice that when I traced it out of the pencil, it didn't show quite as great on the black. So you can also use a white pencil that shows a little bit better on those darker colors. And then of course, we're just gonna kind of glide it through our scissors, do quick shortcuts, and then cut our penguin out really quickly, the body of our penguin that we can add other fun layers on top of. I'm gonna ink it really fast just to hide any of those white pencil marks and blemishes. It always does the trick. Inking's awesome. So here is the white cardstock. So we're gonna use the stencil cutout for the belly and just trace that portion onto the white cardstock. Trace and cut it out and just kind of follow those lines. So I'm just rotating the paper back and forth with my left hand and just gliding it through my scissors as I cut. Okay, and then of course just ink those edges. It's always worth adding a little bit of ink for that final look. It's so satisfying. So that is the belly of the penguin, and then as far as the many different ways you can dress up the penguin, you can use the stencil sheet here. And for this one, we will cut out 2 mittens. And so you'll flip it. So you have one for the left, one for the right. And then we're just gonna cut each one of those out individually and out of whatever pattern paper that you would like. You can use and have really fun with the style of your penguin. And then add a little bit of ink to each of those mittens.